Legends seldom record the quiet before the storm, yet in the Hidden Dragon mystery realm, whispers of ambition ripple like hidden currents beneath a calm lake. In Alchemy Emperor of the Divine Dao 1773-1774, Gaoyun stands at the eye of this turbulence, entrusted with 9 coveted spots that could transform the fates of all who dare step within. Cheng Zhong's patience, Ling Han's potential, and the Empress's unexpected fortune converge under his judgment, while envy simmers in the shadows, unseen but sharp. Beyond loyalty and strategy, a test of audacity awaits. And even the boldest hearts must weigh risk against desire. Who will ascend, and who will falter, as the realm's secrets beckon with a siren's call? The courtyard fell into an expectant hush, all eyes riveted on Gaoyun, the young scion whose aura radiated both authority and latent power. Beyond the Fu clan's immediate dominion, the Hidden Dragon mystery realm lay, a perilous crucible jointly overseen by 4 neighboring 3-star forces, with distant factions occasionally sending minor contingents to test its depths. Yet, the realm imposed a strict condition. Only those who had reached the severing mundane tier could truly venture within. Those who had ascended to the dividing soul or immortal palace tiers could enter, but only to the periphery. Any deeper journey would render the fabled blood dragon armor's blessings a tragic waste. For the young and ambitious, this realm represented a life-altering gamble. A brush with a celestial king-tier technique, a few fortuitous celestial pills, and one could ascend beyond the ordinary, becoming a figure of terrifying prowess. Gaoyun, a prime candidate among the Fu clan's 4 potential successors, held the authority to allocate 10 sacred spots within the mystery realm. With 1 reserved for himself, 9 remained to be claimed. Young Master Yun, I pledge my loyalty, through fire and flood, to serve you. The cry rang out, eager yet tinged with the perfumed falsity of ambition. Many voices joined in, clamoring, feigning devotion to Gaoyun, but beneath the veneer of obedience. Seeking a coveted entry into the Hidden Dragon mystery realm, amid the clamor, Cheng Zhong stood apart. A prodigy of the Cheng clan, one of the 5 most formidable subordinates of the Fu clan, he would receive a spot regardless. Though his clan's allocation was far smaller than the Fu clan's, yet Cheng Zhong's support for Gaoyun meant the young master's decision could sow seeds of resentment if mishandled. A single misstep might see him pledge allegiance elsewhere. How Gaoyun distributed these spots would reveal not only his leadership but his acumen in navigating the treacherous web of expectation and loyalty that governed the martial world. Ling Han observed in silence, his mind already calculating. The Hidden Dragon mystery realm offered treasures like blood dragon stones, and if fortune favored him, he could repay Gaoyun's favor with these precious tokens, or, failing that, with rarities such as the reincarnation tea. Ling Han's true value lay not in his immediate influence, but in his potential. The power to ascend to Celestial King tier, the skill to master 5-star alchemy. Success here depended on Gaoyun's judgment and his own resolve to gamble. The young master's decision came with a measured calm. Cheng Zhong was granted a spot, followed by Li Xuan, then Ling Han and the Empress. The remaining 5 positions would be determined through a competition, ensuring merit alone dictated their claim. Those who triumphed rejoiced, the vanquished seethed in silent envy, unable to protest the apparent favor shown to newcomers of humble origin. Ling Han and the Empress, untested yet chosen, became the envy of many, yet none dared voice dissent before Gaoyun's gaze. When the assembly concluded, Ling Han and the Empress returned to their new residence within the academy, a sprawling estate, more a fortress than a home, staffed by hundreds of servants, each a cultivator of at least heavenly body tier. Gaoyun, considerate in his wisdom, consolidated the household, housing Ling Han and his 2 companions together in one grand courtyard. No sooner had they settled than a servant arrived with news of a visitor. Ling Han, calm and deliberate, instructed the guest be admitted. Before him entered a man clad in azure robes, Zhao Pang. Ling Han remembered him from the assembly, a cultivator at the peak of the first severance, yet failed to secure a spot during the competition. "You are Ling Han, correct?" Zhao Pang's voice dripped disdain as he stepped forward, casting a sharp glance. "Tomorrow, inform young Master Yun that you relinquish your spot in the Hidden Dragon mystery realm. Transfer it to me. But know this, I expect compensation." He tossed a spatial ring towards Ling Han. "Inside lie 10,000 starstones, more than sufficient. 10,000 starstones, a fortune to most, yet meaningless compared to a single chance within the hidden dragon mystery realm. Those at Severing Mundane Tier, masters of longevity, could amass such wealth with little effort." Ling Han accepted the ring with a quiet chuckle, his expression untroubled. Zhao Pang's eyes flickered with unease. His plan, he realized, had met its first obstacle. Ling Han, unbacked by a powerful clan, relied solely on Fu Gaoyun's favor. A few threats, a slight intimidation, and obedience should have followed. Yet Ling Han merely smiled, dismissive. "I'll graciously accept your gift," Ling Han said, amusement in his tone. "Now leave." "What?" Zhao Pang staggered, disbelief washing over him. "Did you just leave? Understand?" Ling Han's smile widened. "Here, let me instruct you. Place your hands on the ground, your head down, then push with your legs and roll forward. Surely, with your intelligence, such a simple motion cannot elude you." Zhao Pang's rage ignited instantly, a storm within his chest. "Do you take me for a fool?" he thought, crimson fury burning. "Do not mock me. I am merely granting you the means to depart unscathed," Ling Han replied serenely, sipping his tea. "If you insist on my guidance, the consequences are yours to bear." Zhao Pang's mind seethed. This youth, audacious beyond measure, not only defied his will but had claimed his starstones. How could one summon such gall? "Ling Han, you overstep your bounds," he hissed through clenched teeth. "Comply, or your fate will be dire." "Likewise," Ling Han responded evenly. "Do not court disaster." With a roar of fury, Zhao Pang lunged forward, reckless and unrestrained. Were it the Empress, fear would surely temper his assault, for she had felled Jin Jiyu, a second severance elite, with effortless precision. Could Ling Han, too, wield such terrifying might? Ling Han sighed, observing the inevitable. Some must first endure the storm before comprehension dawned. With a single, fluid motion, he seized Zhao Pang by the neck, lifting him as effortlessly as one might cradle a fledgling chick. "Come," Ling Han said, voice calm yet laced with finality. "I shall help you leave." With that, Zhao Pang was flung across the courtyard, his body spinning violently through the air. Momentum carried him rolling to the far gates, finally halting only at the threshold. Anger and humiliation waged war within him. "Where are my starstones?" he bellowed, realization dawning. In challenging Ling Han, he had forfeited his claim. In the waning light of the courtyard, Ling Han's eyes glimmered like twin jade blades, calm yet alert. "What starstones?" he asked, his voice smooth, carrying the subtle chill of one who held absolute control. The words barely left his lips when astonishment flickered across his features, as if he had just recalled a trivial matter. "Ah, perhaps you mean the gift you so generously offered just now? Tell me, what was your name again?" His gaze shifted briefly toward Zhao Pang, dismissing him with a wave before he could utter a word. "Forget it. Names are of no consequence. But truly, you are far too insincere. How can one dare ask for a gift back?" Zhao Pang's chest tightened with indignation, a maelstrom of shame and fury brewing within him. Ling Han had not only claimed his starstones, but had sent him tumbling like a toy across the hard stone courtyard. And now, the audacity. He had forgotten his name. How could he endure such insult? For a heartbeat, Zhao Pang hesitated, shame coiling around him like a serpent. Yet retreat was inevitable. Against Ling Han, he stood no chance. Still, the pride of the Zhao clan roared within him. No mere upstart without lineage could trample Zhao Pang with impunity. He would flee and return, gathering reinforcements to crush this insolent youth. Ling Han, however, remained unmoved, his mind clear as a mountain spring. Whether Zhao Pang returned or not mattered little. These 10,000 starstones were but a token for the trouble endured, a reminder of the dance he would continue with the Zhao clan. Yet the world beyond this petty clash teemed with predators, all eager to exploit his unknown lineage, all desiring the coveted spots within the hidden dragon mystery realm. Before long, the courtyard's stillness was broken by the soft patter of approaching footsteps. A new visitor had arrived. Fu Junyong. Bearing the illustrious surname of the Fu clan, he hailed from a branch too obscure to claim any rightful entrance into the hidden dragon mystery realm. Reliant upon the favor of Fu Gaoyun, Junyong's strength alone was insufficient. Victory in the scramble for the 5 coveted positions had eluded him. Thus he came seeking Ling Han, convinced this unheralded youth would be pliable, an easy mark. "Brother Ling!" Fu Junyong's voice rang with practiced cheer as he entered, every word crafted with the sophistication that Zhao Pang lacked. Ling Han mirrored the greeting with a warm smile. "Brother Junyong," he said, the tone light, yet carrying the subtle weight of a blade hidden in silk. Junyong danced around the subject, speaking of the hidden dragon mystery realm as a pit of unimaginable peril, a place where even the strongest might meet sudden doom. Ling Han feigned wide-eyed astonishment. "Truly so dangerous?" he asked, his voice tinged with mock concern. Junyong's face lit up, sensing the opportunity, and he pressed his advantage. "Brother Ling, I am slightly stronger than you, and the clan has granted me treasures to guard my life. Let me enter the mystery realm in your stead. All I ask is that I keep 10% of whatever I find, leaving the rest to you." Inside Ling Han's mind, laughter erupted, silent but sharp. "Black-hearted, Zhao Pang at least offered me 10,000 star stones, tangible wealth. This one offers a promise, empty as the void." He imagined the trickery Junyong might employ, feigning misfortune, claiming only worthless fragments, leaving Ling Han to take the brunt of the deception. Such a proposition was folly to entertain. With an air of righteous indignation, Ling Han rejected the offer. "How could I agree? We are comrades, and I cannot allow you to risk life and limb for my gain. I cannot accept your labor's fruit for nothing." Junyong's eyes flickered, assessing whether Ling Han's sincerity bordered on madness or brilliance. Neither choice offered relief. He pressed on, insisting on his capability and the security afforded by his clan. Ling Han shook his head, his voice imbued with concern sharp as a drawn sword. "No, Brother Junyong, should you be wounded, or worse, fall in death, what of your wife, your children? Who will honor your incense? Who will safeguard your legacy?" His words, drenched in hyperbolic fear, seared through Junyong's composure. Rage brewed, yet he could not voice it. Ling Han spoke from a place of care, however exaggerated. Junyong's lips pressed tight, vexation rising like smoke in a still room. Finally, Ling Han's voice softened, a dangerous smile curling upon his lips. "If you insist, then there is but one way. Let us spar. Should your skill surpass mine, the path is yours." Junyong's delight surged, confidence riding high on the notion that his training and lineage would secure effortless victory. They moved to the courtyard, the air thick with anticipation, each heartbeat echoing like a drum. "Brother Ling, I will attack now," Junyong said solemnly, careful not to strike with lethal force. Ling Han inclined his head. "Then I shall give my full strength." "Do not worry," Junyong replied, veins of the great Dao flickering before him. A tapestry of raw might woven with intricate patterns, a display of talent honed under the discerning gaze of Fu Gaoyun. The battle commenced. Ling Han's response was deceptively simple. A single punch, sweat glimmering upon his brow as if to signal exertion. Junyong's brow lifted in disdain. The strength appeared trivial, hardly a threat to one groomed in the clan's rigorous training. Yet as his defences rose, the invisible weight of the great Dao struck. Ling Han's punch, slight in appearance, carried the unyielding force of regulations, streams of the profound Dao searing through Junyong's body. Raw power and the mastery of regulations intertwined, a strike both subtle and fatal. Pain erupted, blood spattered, his face drained of colour. Ling Han dashed forward, concern painted across his features. "Brother Junyong, are you all right? Forgive me, I misjudged your strength." His words were a veil, a light slap across Junyong's face that masked the full measure of his triumph. Junyong's spirit, humiliated yet restrained, seethed internally. He had commanded restraint, yet the outcome mocked him. He had been bested, not by overwhelming might, but by a cunning, hidden mastery that left him no recourse for anger. This was the fate of those who underestimated the silent currents of a true cultivator. The lesson of Mr. Wang from next door, delivered in the quiet, merciless precision of the martial path.